Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of today's stream. List is on the screen. I'll keep going in a minute. Let me just put out that I'm streaming. Alright, let's do this. Let's keep the league going. We are 2-0, which is quite nice. And Vortex was amazing in match 2 against Panza. Still quite impressed by that. It absolutely crushed Clothis. I think that a lot of people are playing Modern right now. And hopefully I can dodge the Belcher matchup. I'm not scared of it, but like Neoform, which I probably have a positive win rate against, it's not fun. It's basically it. It's not fun to play against Neoform, and it's not gonna be fun playing against Belcher, and this hand is not fun. This hand is much better. Quite painful, but I'm bottoming an Eidolon. Or actually, my opponent does kill the Eidolon. I'm in a bad place. This land situation is really rough to play double Eidolon though. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just because this might catch my opponent off guard. Like Stomping Ground, revealing Lurrus. Oh, we're up against Tron. Again. This Eidolon's not gonna be great. Plays map, of course he plays map. No, well, it's irrelevant, I think. This could still be Eldrazi Tron. Hopefully not. Hopefully no Eldrazi Tron. God, my opponent has Tron. God damn it. Like Green Splash while Belcher is the new hotness. Yeah, me too. They run Leyline and Destructive Revelry catches both Leyline and the actual Belcher. So it's really nice. So okay, so opponent doesn't want the land, makes sense. Here's my issue. Opponent plays Karn, fetches Trinisphere, and my Riftbolt gets eaten alive. While now that play is suboptimal. I'm playing around what I know. Of course my opponent probably has something strong, like a Ballista. Can I draw an actual bolt here? That works. I'm absolutely shooting Ballista, right? It's a lot of life that I'm losing. That's a lot of life. I can cast both spells now. And I'm hoping that a Karn into Wormcoil. Yep. That's muy rough. Although... okay, I have lethal, right? Eidolon is eating you now. Oh, opponent's trash talking me. Can I kill him without dying? I attack, he blocks, I Skullcrack, I lose 4, I go down to 3. And then I can cast this. So what I need to do is block with the Eidolon. It's very risky. If my opponent has a Ballista, I lose here. Wait for him to attack, block Skullcrack. Yeah, that's the plan. And then untap and cast something. If my opponent does... yeah, oh, that kills me so very much. Oh, Europe is a known salt mine. Easy? That's cool. Ballista for 6. Do I have any outs here? I don't think I do, right? It goes up to like 14. I can deal 14 here. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have kept the... definitely shouldn't have kept the double Eidolon. But Tron isn't really popular right now. So I took the risk. Same sideboard as the first match in the day. It really sucks because I had the win. It was greedy, but with Skullcrack in hand, it makes a defensive Wormcoil worse. And I was dead to Exacties, so if that Sunbaked had been a mountain, I would have won. It can, it can. If it easily can bite you in the ass. But there, I think that it was necessary. I have to mold this. It's much better. Getting rid of a Rift Bolt because it's awkward. Shocking myself here to maintain bluffs up. But yeah, for sure, Eidolon can be our downfall. And I was playing for defensive Wormcoil, and I needed basically I needed a non-canopy land there. Didn't end up happening. And I kept both Eidolons because, oh wow, opponent's on Chalice of the Void. Wow, he really hates burn. This is your typical hates burn Tron player. Chalice is already bad in E-Tron because, and that's why E-Tron is bad right now, because Chalice is bad. And this might be Eldrazi Tron. It's actually Eldrazi Tron. Wow. Oh, I would have sided quite differently, I think. Interesting, interesting. I'm sure it doesn't playing Chalice kill like half his cantrip, so it's E-Tron. And it makes sense because the Wormcoil came from the side. We didn't really play any Tron cards game 1. Liking the map for the Tron piece and playing Smasher. Chalice on 2. That's a rough one. That's certainly a rough one. So I basically need Rift Bolt or Skewer. Oh, I wish I hadn't used Skewer there. Oh no, I'm just waiting for him to kill me, basically. Top deck are dead. Double stream, this is the first. It isn't! I did this the other day. It's because I start streaming in the morning and then I can't finish the league in time. So I have to take a break for lunch and other chores, and then I come back, basically. What about pulling Lurrus in case he doesn't find a second blocker? Yeah, it would have been cute, but I would be casting Lurrus now. So we got destroyed by Eldrazi Tron. 2-1. I'll update it, even though I won't keep it updated because that takes a lot of, I don't even know. Damn, losing that one feels really bad, especially when game 1 was so very close. I kinda lost to my own fault. Keeping the double Eidolon was certainly risky, and I think that I got punished for a choice. So getting punished for risks happens, that's why they're called risks. So I'm not too mad about that one. And like Eldrazi is a famously bad burn matchup, especially when he goes Chalice into sounds quite good. But again, the painful mana base is a little bit annoying, because one of these has to fetch a shock land. Yeah, I did lose that game 1 against Eldrazi because of a Stomping Ground. So that's the reason I don't just play the green splash every time, because my life total does matter from time to time. Opponents on elves. Ooh. Okay. Let me just close the door. Do I bolt that? It's not really a fun one to draw. It's not really fun. Do I bolt the elf? The elf? I feel like that's not a priority target. Like, he's always... Wait, no, that's absolutely a priority target here. I want him to... Whoops. I want him to dump his hand after my Eidolon is down. So killing that elf is my best shot here. Another land. Okay, now if he wants to dump his hand, he needs to pay some life. Although he is ahead on life. It's quite relevant. And Bolt here is a decent draw. Not gonna cast Vortex here. This is a... I kill myself with Eidolon stream. And Eidolon and Vortex can get weird for me. He's basically dead if he casts any spell, yeah. If I got a Helix here. I want to go down to 8, and yeah, I think I do. Doesn't sound awful, to be honest. Going down to 8, putting my opponent also down to 8, and having a superior board state. Oh, I don't even need to... Yeah, I can just wait now. I'll snap block with this Eidolon if my opponent wants to raise me. Shaman of the Pack. Gonna deal me 2 damage. Am I fetching here? I am. Hey Mysticopod, how's it going? Oh, that's such a bad draw. What is my play? Face attack, right? Yep. Okay, so killing the elf was very good. Weird take from opponent. Why not? He didn't play anything turn 2. It's quite weird. Okay, elves. Wow, that's one I haven't seen in a while. Is there a list somewhere? Is there a list I can look at? Elves. They definitely play stuff like Scavenging Goose in the side, right? Do they play the color shifted Soul Sister? Huh. A list from last week, I'm gonna show it to you guys. A list from last week has a Leyline of Vitality in the side. Leyline of Vitality. Did they play any other enchantments I might worry about? No. Alright. They play any pro red. So I'm foregoing Skullcrack here for Vortex and Path. The reason I'm playing Vortex is because I want to be playing the control role, and this is consistent damage off of 1 card. And taking away 1 Boros Charm. Not bringing in the Drav unless I see something that worries me game 2. But elves, my dog is here. Elves is something that I wasn't expecting. Sand is very awkward, no removal, and creatures. We don't like creatures here. We like removal. Still a lot of lands though. The sand isn't great either, by the way. Okay. God damn it. Damn it, that's not what I need. I think I'm playing Swiftspear here because I can path stuff on my opponent's next turn, basically. Please no Lord. It's even better than the Lord. Oh, yeah, I'm absolutely losing this one. What's my play here? Attack. And even if opponent triple blocks, it goes through. Or it doesn't go through, but I have the advantage. Come on, opponent. No blocks? Seriously? Okay. Guess my opponent properly assessed the situation. Which is, if I have a bolt, the block is awful. It's the main reason that Blister Coil Weird isn't great. That one extra toughness on Swiftspear and Soulscar really matters. It really matters a lot. Azuri. Okay, that's cool. That doesn't... And why did I play Vantage over a fetch to fetch for a tapped shock? Is there a reason? Is there a reason other than me being bad at this game? Do I path Azuri now, or do I wait? If I path it now... If I path it now... Let me think. I path it now, I untap, Riftbolt resolves. He probably blocks with this Llanowar. Okay, I'm pathing now, because if my top deck is garbage, I'll just put Lurrus in hand. Wow, it's really bad. Really bad. Yep. This is my life now. Putting Lurrus in hand. And not attacking with Swiftspear. Because Swiftspear might need to be a blocker. Because I lose this race. If opponent plays a Lord, I'm absolutely... Okay. Yeah, but it's just gonna dump double Sentinel now. Is there a way I win this game? What do I even need to draw here to win this game? I needed Seal of Fire. God, good times. Good times when Seal of Fire, or rather, good times when Lurrus wasn't nerfed. Only people didn't make such a big fuss about companions. And if you think that companions were really, like, sure, companions were better, of course, that's not in question here. But if you think that they were really broken as people claimed they were, think about Yorion, where you basically didn't cast it on curve, and it was one of the most played cards. Then the nerf happens, and you don't see Yorion anywhere. While Lurrus still play, like Red-Black Prowess is the same exact deck as the pre-nerf era, and the deck is one of the best decks in the format. I don't think that's a question. And it's the same build. It's just that people dropped Lurrus Prowess for like 2 months after the nerf, because people hate playing nerf decks, even if they're still good. Can I ever win this game, by the way? My opponent's really not attacking me for too much here, just for 2. I don't think he wants to sacrifice his elves like that. I could still win, maybe. God. Not hopeful at all. He's actually attacking with his elves. Ugh. I'm just thinking back to that Euro game that I conceded out of anger of flooding. Strong maybe on that one. But look, I'm thinking about that Euro game that I conceded, and then I drew my cards for the game, and I actually think I could have won. Because my opponent was out of gas, and he couldn't escape Euro. Okay, now this is where I die. Okay, I was dead here. Eidolon is bad because it kills me faster. Vortex. Ditto. Okay. Alrighty then. Elves. I think I run it back. I think I like Vortex here because if they're playing any increment life gain, Vortex is better than Skullcrack because you can do it a bunch of times. Oh, that's a big mulligan right there. Ooh, that's a keep. That's a snap keep. Bottoming a lava spike, suspending a rift bolt seems good. Or shocking now. Spending this. Eidolon is great against elves. Unless my opponent is playing 3 Vortex for science. No. I would keep it if it only damaged my opponent. Seeing as how it damages us both, my opponent was gonna win that one. Fetching for a basic here. My life total matters, and I am playing an Eidolon. I don't think this Lurrus is gonna get cast. Okay, opponent didn't play anything on 1, so he might have a good 2 play here. Like, I don't know, what's a good Elves turn 2 play? Okay, nothing. That's definitely interesting. And do I want a Lava Spike? Nah. Nah. What is my opponent waiting for? It's probably the same, right? There's no way. Okay, so we win from a land. That's a land. And that's it. Alright. Gotta respect my opponent playing elves in a world where Lava Dart exists, because here's the thing about burn players, and here's the thing about Magic players, and that's why I don't love Bolding the Bird, because dealing 3 damage to a 1 toughness creature feels really bad. But if the spell only deals 1, it's like, oh, that's such huge value. And so Lava Dart feels a lot better to point at creatures that die to it. Like, Lava Darting a Thalia is awesome, but bolting a Thalia feels dirty. Not even dirty, just feels bad. When will Wizards print like a 2-mana 2/2 that gives trample to all your spells? Again on the draw. I think I only started on the play once in this whole league. Just sucks because game 1 gets a little tougher. I'm drawing like ass. Drawing like absolute ass. Well, going down to 5. Going down to 5. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have a good start. Kept 6. Wow. Wow, this is so bad. So bad. This is so bad. Like, the green splash is really hurting me. Why is this bad? Because this is gonna come in and tap for sure, and I gotta fetch for white for my Helix and Boros Charm, so I can't really afford not shocking myself. Soul Scar. Okay, now I won't shock myself, I think. Fetch for a basic. Can I suspend this? Is it too greedy? Probably not. I think that if I don't do it now, it's gonna end up not being great. Although, no, okay, opponent plays land. I was saying that there's a world where what I did was wrong, because my opponent is gonna cast a light up the stage. Does he have Lava Dart? He might have Lava Dart. I'm assuming no Lava Dart, or else he would have saved that, poor chap. This could mean removal for a potential Eidolon. So let's go face and go board. Okay. Swiftspear makes sense. I'm assuming my opponent's holding up removal. Let's force it out of him. Yep. Makes total sense. Swiftspear is not a bad draw. I don't hate putting Lurrus in hand here. But I can do both, right? I'm gonna call big miss on opponent not putting Obosh in hand. Yeah, attack. Oh, no attacks? And you aren't being daring enough. You aren't being daring enough. Got the Eidolon. Opponent probably kills Lurrus here. Yep. But now he has to get through Eidolon, which isn't easy. Isn't easy at all. Unless he has another piece of removal. Nope. That's taking a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Now I need like a Helix. Oh, my double white has been used. Wow. Wow. Really? Giant Obosh. Yep. What's Obosh? What's the text on Obosh? Source you control would deal damage, deals double that damage. Okay, so double damage. Double damage is a lot of damage. Double damage is a lot of damage, so... Does my Eidolon attack here? Yes. I'd be glad if you were to trade. If he double blocks my Eidolon, I'm fine. He probably won't. I can imagine him going something like bolt the Eidolon, block both of my Swiftspears. No blocks. That's very surprising. It's actually very surprising. I know he's playing a Bosch. Oh yeah, Bolt deals 6. Okay, sure. I don't think I had any outs when I draw 4, 5, 6, 7. When I draw 7 lands, my outs get very close. Okay, what do I want here? Path and Core, for sure. He plays Dragon's Claw, so Draft comes in, Vortex comes in. Non-Heraldic Scourge might be very good in this matchup. Yeah. Scourge probably crushes this matchup. But my problem with Scourge is... the non-trample part. Taking off Skullcrack, taking off Boros Charm, and the number of Lava Spike. Don't forget this, I'm playing Boros Naya Prison, where my win con is slamming a Core and slamming a Vortex. My opponent can't play Dragon's Claw, so I'm a big idiot. So I might actually mold this. I might actually, because of well, but the rest of the hand is good. And it will cast... oh yeah, I'm gonna keep, sure. It casts Core, so... albeit painfully, it does cast Core. And I can even fetch for tap land, if the situation requires. But I'm basically mulling to 6. I never remember that Obosh can't play Dragon's Claw. Okay, one's on a Bolt there. And you didn't play the land that I revealed? Opponent, that's not how you play Magic Online. Wait, what? I'm so confused right now. So confused right now. So confused right now. What happened? My opponent... what's happening? Like, is this a fever dream? What's happening here? Just so confused. Is he casting the giant here? I'm seriously confused. I'm not alone here, right? What's my opponent doing? He didn't cast the land that I know he has. I'm getting really unlucky with my draws though. Wow. I did keep draft path, so sure. Still has a land in hand. Okay. He's playing it as a shitty burn deck. I seriously have no clue what's happening. He discarded a Soul Scar. Like, from that moment on, I knew something was wrong. Do I steal Helix face here? I do. I do have to win. Might be double queuing and playing light shit. Still weird though. Still super weird. I kinda wanna draw Lightning Bolt to kill the Bone Crusher here. Because I need Path for Obosh. I don't think I can forego that. And he's gonna beat me. Because I sided in Drev, thinking of course this red deck plays... Of course this red deck plays... Dragon's Claw. I never remember that Obosh can't play Dragon's Claw. Pyromancer, sure. So I have 2 more dead cards in my deck. And I'm pretty sure... Discarded removal. Seriously confused. Seriously confused on this one. Keeping path open seems decent. He is playing Obosh next turn. It's this one, right? Watch me lose this game. Just because Obosh is such a strong deck. Yeah, he might be double queuing. He might be double queuing. He's F6ing a lot. This might definitely be a double queue. That if he had removal, my Swiftspear would be dead. So I am attacking with both of these. He's definitely double queuing. Well, it might have sorcery speed removal. Yep. Come on, let me draw. And I'm actually gonna lose this game now. It's because Bone Crusher and Obosh provide so much flood insurance. Like, my opponent is on 9 lands, and with Obosh and Bone Crusher he always has something to do with that mana. And I don't. So I'm actually losing this one. But this one kinda tilts me. Because my opponent played awfully. He can Firebolt. You can actually double Firebolt and it's lethal, yeah. Yeah. Wow, that last one was a tilter, a big tilter. Still a decent league. We lost. Yeah, up got carried. Yeah, the deck definitely did all the work there. Which is fine. It's a red deck, and red decks have that property where they sometimes just I didn't even do this, but if you just use all your mana, and because Obosh doesn't really run out of resources, because Bone Crusher, Firebolt, Seasoned Pyromancer, and Obosh just guarantee that you don't run out of resources. Let's open a chest. Ooh, a Vexing Devil. I have all 4, but always nice to have an extra. This is some crap. Okay, so Vortex. My Vortex opinion is that it's a very good card, and it's definitely a card that has a place in Burn. We saw it being good against Panza this morning, where it just crushed the opponent's Clothis. It probably could have been great alongside Kor Firewalker against any form of prowess. It was even almost clutch against the main board Pulse of Miraza from Tron this morning. But opponent had Karn, so he Karned my land, making me tap the mana, and when I activated the ability of Vortex, he pulsed. That open mana would have made that pulse unplayable in game 1, so that could have been a clutch moment. Against stuff like Eldrazi Tron, where I deal a lot of damage early and have trouble closing it out, it can be very good. Like, imagine that I just throw all my things at his face, and then he Thought Knots, I don't know, a Boros Charm, then I slam Vortex, and I use my remaining creatures to block, while Vortex kills us both, but probably kills him first. I don't know, I see a lot of uses for this card. Or rather, I see a lot of situations where it can be good. And my current split is based off of Grim Lavamancer, where Grim Lavamancer in the main board, there's 2 reasons that you only play 1, I think. The first reason is probably the most important, which is Grim Lavamancer eats up your graveyard, so you kinda don't want to have 2, because you don't fill your graveyard that much to tap both Lavamancers every single turn. But also because Lavamancer can be a very poor draw. And when he's a poor draw, just don't cast him. It's fine. But when he's But if you have more than 1 in your main board, then that poor draw is not only gonna happen more often, it can happen multiple times in a game. And you can deal with 1 bad draw, you can't deal with 2 or 3, basically. So I have 2 other copies in the side, because I really don't want 4, I think. Thank you, Skull Havoc, for the follow. Sadly, I won't be casting any more bolts today, but if I remember, tomorrow... Oh wait, not tomorrow, tomorrow's Saturday. On Monday. Which I don't know at what time I'll be streaming, but if I remember on Monday, I'll dedicate a bolt to you. That's my opinion on Vortex. I don't want 4 in my whole deck, because... I think that's... Like... The second Eidolon is good because the first one can be killed. The second Vortex is probably not great because at that point it's really just a glorified curse of the pierced heart, or whatever it's called. Although the passive on Vortex is not irrelevant. Stuff like Mishra's Bauble, Bloodbraid Elf, Force of Negation all get taxed, but do be careful that your own Rift Bolts also get taxed if you suspend them. Lava Dart also gets taxed, which is quite relevant. So I think the card's good. I think that the only change, like today the green splash was awful. Like this land lost me a lot of games, and the lack of these lands, I have 2, but the lack of them coming up more frequently also lost me some games. Like the first Tron, the first game of Eldrazi Tron was lost because of the lands. And yeah, so I'm not super in love with the green splash. Although if I face like a Belcher and a Dryad deck in the same league, I'm gonna regret not playing the green, but I'll see if I'll still play the green next week. A lot can happen during the weekend. I honestly don't think that the Belcher deck is that great, because I think that it suffers a lot of the same problems as Neoform does. Which isn't to say that it's inconsistent, it's to say that there are some cards that absolutely break it apart. And one of those is Aethergust, I think. I think that Aethergust absolutely demolishes Belcher, and some other 8 pieces probably stop the deck from working, but people don't play them. I don't know, we'll see what happens over the weekend. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next time.